Anyway, all right. I went to the Jets game yesterday. I want to say hi to everyone we met at the Jets game. I took Than.
Oh, you took Than, did you?
I haven't gone.
What kind of special gift was that?
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
What did you do to deserve that, Than?
Oh, I'm sure.
That's the praise that then
Did you
goes
go get
along.
Opie his hot dogs and his pretzels? You sissy.
Yeah,
I just want to call it something else. I could just picture what was going on. You snap and go, hey.
Not
You
at
telling
all.
him, soon as old butter arm threw a long pass,
Oh, butter on.
go get me a Dove bar there, punk.
Not at all. I'm a,
You know,
I'm
the
not a-
slap on the snout with the newspaper doesn't mean anything unless you give him a treat occasionally.
As the Jets do something good, and Than touches Opie, and he looks at him up and down like, come on, man.
I didn't bring you here for this.
Man, don't touch me. I'm going to put your filthy hands on.
I'm certainly no treat to hang out with. I'll be the first to admit
Kenny
that,
was
but
unavailable.
I did call Kenny. Yeah, I did.
Did he buy you a foam finger there, pumpkin puss?
I actually called Kenny.
He would have called you from the snack bar. He called your seat.
GH, do you want the Golden's mustard or the yellow on your hot dog? Because there's a choice of both here, and I'm confused as to which one you would need.
Golden's.
Golden's it is, GH, back in a flash.
That would be like his whole job during the game. Watching it on that little TV over the snack bar.
Just waiting online the whole game. I think that's probably why I called Kenny to go to the game. Secretly, I was hoping he would do all the waiting online for me.
Of course.
What choice was Than? Be honest.
Let's see. Than was,
Yeah, really.
my chick said no. The people that came up from Philly.
You asked your girl first.
Oh yeah, and then there were extra tickets for the Philly crew. They had one extra. They couldn't find anyone to go. And then I called my brothers.
Jesus, Than.
And then Opie didn't even call me directly. Kenny called me saying Opie would like to speak to you.
Oh, you know what, Than?
GH is requesting your presence at the Jets game. This is a huge honor and privilege that you should accept. This is a favor he is doing. Now, someday, and this day may never come, Opie may ask you for a favor.
No, I did call Kenny. Kenny said he couldn't go. And then I asked Kenny to call you because I didn't have your number.
Oh,
And it was just easier at that point for him to
my
call.
God.
I don't know why I don't have your number. I
It's just
finally
awful.
had
Do
it.
you even hear yourself?
dismissive.
You know what he did?
I'm not trying to defend myself.
He used Than as an ottoman, and that's what he did. He bought him a jersey that said ottoman. No. That's no. He's the second starter left guard, ottoman, and he's just get on your knees so I can put my feet on you. Taste this hot dog first.
Make sure it's not poison. I got some shifty-eyed guy working the snack bar.
Hope he used him as one of those whatever Romans use people for.
The taster. The royal taster.
Fan was the 75th choice. Did you enjoy the show? The game?
Great seats. Yeah.
Yeah, Than and I realized we don't really have much to talk about.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, actually, it was a good time, but
Few beers?
not really, one or two, but
One.
Dan?
oh yeah, one.
Because they closed they stopped selling beer pretty early.
They stop at halftime.
Driver.
I hate that now.
They stop at halftime or a little after halftime, and they actually get security guards to end the line, so you can't even sneak on the line real fast. Because I guess they were getting away with that for a while.
Yeah.
Where, all right, they have to end the beer sales at a little after halftime, but, the guys are going to sneak you a couple. Come on, man.
Well, that's
but now
directly attributed to some jackass that had to get completely loaded, drive home and kill someone on the way home from the game, and then the family sued the stadium.
Right.
Won. So now you get your beer cut off.
it's always
like
one
on
person.
The second pass of the game, your beer gets cut off.
Yeah, it's always one person that ruins it for everybody else.
Yeah.
That's always the case.
Jets fans ain't bad, though. Like
No, it was Giants game
It
where
was
that
Giants
happened.
game,
Giants? Yeah.
But it's the same stadium, so they just got to figure they got to.
I haven't
No
been,
one could drink.
I haven't been to a Jets game in 4 or 5 seasons now. It is so not worth going there.
How is Noodle Arm? Is he still? What's he doing?
He did all right. The
Noodle
defense
arm.
collapsed once again. They
That arm is on the
stink.
way out.
But it was so not. Dan, stay there because I'm going to need your help with this.
Oh, is that how you treated him at the game?
Stay there, boy.
Yeah, the line's really long here at the. Stay there.
Do they sell whips at the concession stand?
It is so not worth going there for a game unless you leave at like 9 o'clock in the morning for a 4 o'clock game.
That's what tailgating started.
Dude, living in
Fun of
Manhattan,
hanging out. It was that you didn't want to wait online.
living in Manhattan, you could pretty much see the stadium. You could pretty much. There's a little hill on the way. That's about it. But you can pretty much see.
You get up a few
where
floors
you're
in the
going.
building, you'll see it.
What time we leave? Like around 3, right on the nose?
Yeah.
We left at 3. It's a 15, 20-minute ride. We're outside the stadium. I could practically touch the stadium. I'm on a little line to get in the parking lot. What time is that at? 3:15, 3:20?
Yeah.
Let's call it 3:15,
Official
okay?
time checker, too.
Yeah. Well,
So, no,
can't have anybody in that car.
no, but listen to this. So we get online. We wait about 15 minutes to pay our $15 to get into the parking lot, right? That's what I thought. And I'm like looking at that like we're all happy at this point. Like, cool, it's a great day for football. We're here kind of early. We can walk around the parking lot, check out the festivities, see what's going on. We're meeting people. We'll meet up with them. We'll have a beer, a little tailgating, maybe throw the football around, right?
Throw the football
So I
around.
pay my $15, and now I'm on an access road for the next hour and 15 minutes.
You want to kill someone.
Dude, by the time we parked, I was like, if I wasn't meeting other people because I had all the tickets that Tom Chiusano gave me, I would have just said, Than, let's just go home. Let's just go home and catch the game at a bar somewhere.
But, I mean, you left at 3 o'clock to see a 4 o'clock game. That's the kind of idiot that causes that bottleneck. If you had left earlier.
Good point.
It is, because that's
I was there
No,
at
you-
3:15 paying my money to get into the stadium.
with
So
79,000 other people.
So no, the parking lot was already packed. Okay? So we were on an access road for over an hour. We ended up parking in parking lot Y.
Oh.
Now I'm guessing.
Parking lot Y
I'm guessing A is the closest.
Yeah.
Y is the letter next to
Dude,
Z.
they had to make up parking lot Y.
Did you take a bus? Did you have to take a bus?
Well, hold on. Let me get to the end of this story. Parking lot Y is freshly made. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but
They're
parking lot
building it
Y.
as you're pulling in.
It's right next to parking lot Indian letters.
So,
Scribble, dibble, 4 dots.
so this is the first time I'm hanging out with Than. So, kind of socially. So I don't want him.
Will you stop?
So I don't want him to see that I'm an ass. I'm a complete ass. So I'm trying to play it nice, right?
We know you treated Than like garbage. Stop making a disclaimer every 5 seconds. Say, Than, I tickled Than on the way there.
Dude, I'm going to throw myself under the bus, but what I'm trying to say is I'm like, all right, I could probably use some new friends. I'm hanging with Dan. I can't show him my real side. So we're in this traffic. I'm still happy. We're listening to the pregame show, and we're just stuck in this traffic over an hour. I start rolling down the windows, and I can't take it anymore. And I just start yelling, when does this end? Because I'm in a line with everybody else. Everyone is miserable because we're like, where are they taking us? Because I was right next to the stadium. By the time we parked, the stadium was just this little thing way in the distance.
You get further and
way
further
in the
away.
distance. So go ahead, Than. I rolled down the window.
Yeah, because there'd be parking guys waving people around, and so some people sort of drive up and say, "Hey, where's this going?" Ope just drives by at 20 miles an hour, yells, "When does this end?" And as they're trying to answer, he continues to speed away as they shout at his moving car.
Because it wasn't about the answer. I mean, you can understand that much, right?
He may have known you were an ass when you had the 5th or 6th person that said no, they couldn't go to the game. Call them and ask. At that point, sorry. Sorry.
So, what?
Well, it's just that you said you didn't want to see you're an ass. You asked 9 people to go to the game, and then you finally asked him.
Oh, no. Yeah, he already knows that much. Everyone knows that much.
Yeah.
They know their place.
Yeah, Stan's self-esteem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's as low
Yeah.
as it needs to be.
Ben doesn't care if he
matter.
was the 100th person to ask. He was going to the Jet game. That's all he cared about in the end.
God bless you.
So
Stan.
then we get into parking lot Y, and then we have to go to the back of parking lot Y. I think we're officially in another state at this point. And then everyone's looking around like, well, how do we get to that stadium that is now a little speck in the distance? Like, oh, we're going to bus you in. So you pay $15 for the privilege of being bussed into the to where the game's at. It's now 4:15. The game has begun. I was there at 3:15. And then as we're walking toward the stadium, there is a line of cars still trying to get into this parking lot. Why? And everyone is just over the top, miserable, honking the horns, just pissed off.
You're right,
They
though.
can't believe it.
You got to get there 2 hours at least earlier. It's like a friggin' airport now.
But then if you get there 2 hours early, you can't get out. It's 3 hours to get home.
Yeah, then you're stuck
Yeah, it stinks then.
by the stadium, and everybody else is trying to leave.
Right. Well, I think if you get there at 3:15, it's not crazy to think you could park in 45 minutes.
No, because
Please.
everyone's there already. So
Dude, the
everyone's
parking lot was
parked.
packed. Just about everybody was there.
Yeah, that's why you had to park 18 billion miles away.
This was
'cause
probably
parking
the
lot's
last.
packed.
This was probably the last 15 to 20,000 people going to the game. Is
So
what it comes
Gregory, the
down to.
moral of the story is what?
There was just
leave at 12.
Leave at noon
No,
and
dude.
tailgate.
If I was the only one going into the stadium at 4:30, missing pretty much the whole first quarter, then it's my fault. I get that. But if you got a sea of people that are just still marching into the stadium and still a huge line of cars waiting to get into this parking lot Y, I'm sure it goes up to parking lot Z. Why stop at Y?
And then AA.
Then
It was
then
a
it's
sea
not
of
my.
people in there.
But it's not my problem at that
Yeah.
point. It means that the stadium is effed up, and they need to figure out how to make this easier for
Wait a
people.
minute. There's 50 other thousand people who's saying, get in with them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So,
Like these.
So who's
Do
in
you
this?
hear what a megalomaniac you sound like?
I'm sorry. I'm not accepting that. If you're at the stadium an hour before the game, that's plenty of time for you to be able to get to your seat.
Hold on.
By game time.
Obviously it's not.
Exactly.
And
Dude, I'm not talking. I got there at 3:45. I was there an hour before
Still doesn't
game
matter.
time. I can touch the stadium. It was out my window to the right.
Still not good.
Listen, your passion right now means
You're nuts.
nothing.
You guys are nuts.
But you said it yourself.
I'm sticking up for the
Let me
freaking.
say something.
I'm sticking up for the regular Joe. You asses.
said it yourself. For a minute.
Go ahead. You weren't in traffic for an hour and a half.
I'm saying.
And 2.5 hours on the way home.
You
I'm a little agitated
said-
this morning.
You said the parking lot was full. So
The main
obviously,
parking lot.
those people are in watching the game. When did they get there?
Dude, they're
He's
the.
not going with the logic. I can feel
No,
it.
dude.
He's just
Dude,
anti-logic
they are the
right now.
lunatics that get there at 9 in the morning with
Exactly.
with full. They brought their whole living room, taking up 3 or 4 spots because I figured it out on the way out of there.
Why are they lunatics? Because they did what they had to
Look,
do.
the tailgating's getting out of control. When
tailgaters
you got
are
satellite TV in the parking lot and couches and
Big screens. Yeah, they pull out
and
the
massive,
big screen TVs
massive
on the
20-foot
tailgates.
grills. These are all parking spots for someone like me and Dan.
Don't be trying to add sanity.
I was poor Dan.
Right, Than?
I'm with Hope.
You guys are nuts.
Shut
Forget
up,
it.
Hope.
Forget it.
You rolled
You
Than.
didn't go to the game. If
He
you went
rolled
to the-
Than's back from wide to the big.
Give him a piggyback.
Yeah! Well, come on, mule. Yeah! Come on,
Oh, damn.
Everyone's saying no, it's not plenty of time. But what I'm trying to say, if you're there an hour before the game, and we're not on a massive line, we're pretty much in what is the parking lot after we paid our $15. I'm saying that the stadium has a problem.
They need bigger
I understand.
roads to go to the
No, I understand what you're
crappy
saying.
parking.
Obviously, I need to get there earlier because I didn't make it to my seat, and I missed pretty much the whole first quarter, even though I got there at 3:15. The game started at 4:15, by the way, not 4. So I get it. I personally should have got there earlier. But if they're having this problem, and I wasn't the last person in, there were people that didn't even get to their seats till way into the second quarter, then the stadium has a problem. They got to figure out what to do.
Wider roads to parking lot Y.
Access road for an hour? Bumper to bumper, not even moving, just slowly inching along.
Thank
That's
God
a
they have
problem with the
such
stadium.
smart people
and you-
waving you onto the parking
Right, and you pay
sites too.
you pay $15 for the privilege of getting on a bus for the mile and a half back to the stadium. That's how far this parking lot Y is. It's on the other side of the racetrack, way on the other side of the racetrack if you know the area.
But
So then on the way out, okay, Dan.
I was going to, this is sort of maybe what Hope's trying to say, but shouldn't there be a way for somebody who's a fan, who's willing to get there early, but not spend the entire day in the parking lot to still, somewhat efficiently get to park for the game?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What? So I'm stupid. I'm stupid to think that I'll get there an hour early, an hour before game time, and I'm not going to be able to get to my seats in time for the kickoff.
How long do you take?
Are you kidding me?
Wait. How long do you think, just off the cuff, how long do you think it takes for each person as you go into a game?
Yeah.
70,000? How many people?
That's a lot of people.
How many? 1 minute. Wait, 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
That's
Times
35,000 seconds you have to deal with. I don't even know what that means.
See,
but get there.
If you guys were in my situation, yes,
We've been in
I've
that
been
situation.
there.
Yeah, have you been
When was
there?
the last time you went to a game there?
Not a game, but life. I went to Star
Everywhere.
Wars too.
Dude, I drove to Yankee Stadium,
Patrice,
and I had to park so far away and walk through
I get the
Deathville.
life thing. I get it. Trust me. I went to an Island game on Saturday night, and same thing. I get there about an hour early.
Well, you can
To
get
make
there
sure.
about 10 minutes early.
Well, yeah. I mean, they didn't even
Islander
sell out
game.
their home opener, which is pretty.
They couldn't
pathetic.
start the game without you. You were goalie.
So then really fast on the way home, which, you could see Manhattan from the parking spot. You really can. That's where Y was. It was it was like right across the river. It's no more than 10 miles back to Manhattan. 2.5 hours. How? 2 hours? 2 hours to get home.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
Just leaving the parking lot was another. I mean, yes, it's a crowded place and a lot of people trying to leave, but
Hold on. And really fast?
Sure.
Because it was a blowout, but then Miami came back at the end. But by the time Miami started coming back, half the stadium just was gone.
You have to start going, all right, let's get out of here.
Right. Well, they did. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay, we're not going to have that much of a problem. I wanted to stay to the end. And, half the people were gone by the time we got back to our car. And we had to walk the mile and a half back to, parking lot Y. But you guys think this is completely logical, which is insane to me. But anyway, go ahead, Than.
but the parking lot
Logical.
is organized. There's absolutely
said that.
there's no dividers in it. So it's a parking lot with probably 300 cars in it and one exit 2 cars wide. So what you end up with is kind of a Japanese fan of
Huge bottleneck.
15 different lanes of self-made traffic trying to get out this 2-car wide space.
Oh, no one lets anyone in.
Well, it's
like
one
it
of
matters.
It's one of those massive fences that you can it's on wheels and slide it all the way open. But, why slide it all the way open when you got an empty parking lot? Why? When it's so much more fun to have only enough space for possibly 2 cars.
They do that on purpose.
So what you get at the end is like everyone just inching forward for about 45 minutes, even though I'm like 100 feet from the exit.
Yeah.
And inching, and then you get to the point where you could maybe leave this and you realize what really is going on. Everyone is crunching each other's cars at that point. My front bumper is so effed up, it's not even funny.
Banging into each other?
Yeah, people just crunching into each other because they're all trying to, converge at the same time. One guy's knocking the fence open more, he just
Good
took
for
out,
him.
He just took out the side of his car with the whole fence because that's the only way he could get to make a right turn from where he was.
If it's your front bumper that was messed up, that's you doing the bumping.
No, the guy actually cut in front of
Right.
me. Vinny's just trying to beat me up. Good luck, Vinny. We'll play today. Trust me.
No, I'm not trying to.
We'll
I'm
have
just
some
saying,
fun.
I go to
We'll
the
have some
stadium all the
fun.
time. You got to go 2 hours early. It doesn't make any sense. What you're saying is that you should be able to walk in the last hour. I'm not trying to pick on you.
Not the
I'm just
last.
saying-
Yeah, no, I didn't expect. Well, it's stupid me. I did expect that if I'm there at 3:15, I'll be in the parking lot by 3:30, 3:40. Enough time to hang. Yeah, that's stupid probably. But to think that I'm not going to get to my seats by the time they kick off, do the kickoff is ridiculous. And that's the problem with the stadium. I'm sorry.
But you, I don't know. I think you're talking as a guy who's not a faithful goer to these games. So, okay, I understand that maybe realistically go, okay, I'm going to leave 2 hours early. It takes 15 minutes. I'm there an hour early. In reality, maybe you think. But I think everybody who goes to football games will tell you to shut up.
Nah, no way. I know I'm sticking up for a lot of people because when we were walking, you saw all those people in their cars just miserable. Like, what is this about?
Yeah.
None of these people, and they were. Look, I haven't been to a game in 5 years. These guys, they're all dressed in, in their Jets garb and stuff. These people are used to going to the game, so
Right.
something. I guess they're building a new stadium there, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So they broke construction. These people in their cars, you could tell, were like, "What is going on? This is not normal." So, whatever. Go after yourselves. I'm not sharing nothing.
I'm just sitting there going, there's no one agreeing with him except for
Poor
Well,
Than.
Just call me
Yeah.
Lapdog.
Yeah,
That's what you're looking for.
And Than's looking at me going,
come here, Than.
Than's pretty much looking at me like, you know who you are, right? Like, why aren't you, like, trying to, like, go into VIP passing and stuff?
That ain't gonna work.
I never think of this crap. I'm like, we probably could have, like, parked.
Yeah, when you get the goddamn tickets next time, ask whoever gave them to you for their VIP parking, because they got that, too.
Yeah, that would have
They
been
got
nice.
that, too.
It's right near the entrance.
Yeah,
Right.
that would have been nice, but.
I told Opie should have
And you
just
know,
brought,
sometimes I park in a VIP if I go to like a Nets game. I don't have one. You just say hello to the guy with a
Just go, hey, how you
$40
doing?
in your
And
hand.
you grease him. You grease
Hey,
the
man, how
parking
you
guy, and you
feeling
will
there?
get a spot.
All right. We're late already, so why don't we take a break? Patrice O'Neal sitting in today.
How are you?
Where's Jim Norton? In Cuba?
He's in Cuba.
All right, he'll be back
He really
tomorrow.
is.
He's in Cuba.
He's playing in Guantanamo.
Yeah.
How un-Cuban does he look?
Oh,
That little white.
he had to fly in on a military transport plane. And
Yeah,
from
we'll talk about
Miami.
that after break because we're
Yeah.
real late. And we
We'll
got
take a
Vinny
break.
Brandt from the Stress Factory in studio today, the owner of the fine comedy club that I love, the Stress Factory
Sure.
in New Brunswick, New Jersey. It's the O&A virus spreading across America. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show, the O&A virus spreading across America. The phone number 1-866-313-FREE. Let's say hi to Bob in New Jersey. Bob, what's up?
Hey there, Bab.
What's going on, guys?
Hey,
How you
Bob.
doing, man?
I am a faithful game goer. I go up to the stadium at least twice a month. Parking lot Y is part of the racetrack.
Part of the racetrack.
Yeah.
So why am I paying $15 to be in a parking lot that's part of the racetrack to be bused back to the stadium?
I don't know. You spend that extra 10, you get the premier parking, and you're good.
Oh.
See, I don't know any of this stuff. I'm not a season ticket holder. I was lucky enough to get a few tickets for the Jet game yesterday, and I thought it would be an enjoyable experience. Instead, it was kind of a nightmare. Kind of a nightmare. And these guys are like, oh, that's just how it is. I'm here to say it shouldn't be like that.
Oh, no, it's not like that.
Same-
It is
the same-
an experience.
The same people that talk about, just trying to get out to Long Island from Manhattan, that's just how it is. I say that it shouldn't be like that. And we should maybe, as a society, try to figure out how to make things better.
That's what shoulders and sidewalks are for.
If you're
Get
going
around traffic, my friend.
If you're going to a Jet game, they should try to take care of the customers. What I'm saying,
Wow.
you shouldn't pay $15.
Pretty idealistic.
You shouldn't. Well, I know that's stupid in this day and age that people would actually try to take
Too
care
broad.
of the customer.
This day and age.
But I mean, you pay $15 to park in a parking lot that's parking lot Y to be bused back to the stadium. They don't give a crap about the customer. They don't give a crap about the commuter, when you're trying to get out to Long Island.
No.
Those roads are a nightmare, but no politician in the world's going to take on that
Can I ask
as
you
an
something?
issue.
Can I just ask you something real quick?
What?
Can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah.
If you had got in very fast, and maybe they said, "Oh, that's Opie. That's Opie. Come on in, Opie." Got in. Everybody got in. Your family, friends, everybody just got in.
Yeah.
Would you be concerned about the other people? Because all of a sudden,
Hey, look, I'm like,
all of a sudden it's us. And the people.
Oh, then at that point,
and
it's
we
like-
the people. All of a sudden, you got on a white wig and
Right.
and wooden teeth, and it's all about
at that point, it'd be screw
us.
all,
And
screw all y'all.
I'm trying to figure out, like, would
No,
you see the other
honestly-
people suffering and care?
Honestly, I would have enjoyed myself a lot more yesterday, but I would have had the same observation. It's just nuts over there. That's
Right.
all. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Fair
And
enough,
I just
fair
hate
enough.
the people that say, "Well, that's just how it is. You got to leave at 7 in the morning for a 4:00 game." At the Meadowlands. Everyone knows that. Well, I'm here to say that's BS, and they should try to make it a little nicer for the customer.
But what would
That's paying over $100 for a ticket, paying for $20 for a freaking beer.
all right? What's some kind of a solution? I don't
it's up
think
to
there's
them.
any way to make it better.
How about this? You don't charge $15 to get into parking lot Y, and you tell the people, look, you're going to be parking pretty far from the stadium, and we're going to have to bus you in, so we're gonna waive the $15. How about that? That takes care of the customer and makes it like, all right, this sucks, but all right, that was kind of cool that they're trying to at least look after me, look out for me. That's all.
Maybe everything after T could be free.
Yeah, see?
Anybody who's from T to Z,
Something like
dumb
that.
anyway, and they got there late, so they don't have to pay.
And then some thrifty people might just park there to save some money and leave the spaces open for the people that are willing
the
to
15.
to grease.
And by the way,
I grease now for everything.
Everything.
by the way,
Everything I friggin' reach into my pocket. You slip someone some money, you're getting
Look.
better service.
look,
Today,
today,
I greased the guys at Giant Stadium. At Yankee Stadium, I've greased successfully. Giant Stadium, I could never It doesn't matter. I've offered a guy $50 VIP. I
Really?
Could not get it.
Today I'm
Never
the
tried
average
that.
man, and the average man can't be greasing palms. They can't afford to
Yes,
grease
the average
the
man.
palms.
You know what? The
They have to
average
bring
man
their
just
own little-
paid $100
Right.
to see this awful team.
Every man.
And $4 million for a cup of noodles, $10,000 for a pretzel. He can afford $15 in grease and
A little
dude's
grease.
palms.
I lost a guy because you guys are ganging up on me. He goes, I've had season tickets for 3 years. I gave them up because of exactly what Opie's talking about. He just couldn't take it anymore, getting in and out of that place.
Who's that, Curtis Martin?
Nah, he hung up. He was good. I know, right?